Welcome to my channel. Let me ask you something. Have you been trying to learn English for a long time? Maybe 6 months? Maybe even 3 years, but still feel stuck? You watch movies. You learn new words. You go to English classes. But when you try to speak, your mind goes blank. You know the word, but it doesn't come out. You feel nervous, maybe even embarrassed. You wonder, why is this so hard? Am I doing something wrong? You are not alone. Many English learners feel this way. They try so many things, but they don't improve. Some watch English TV every day, but still cannot speak well. Others study grammar rules and get good marks in class, but cannot understand real conversations. Maybe this is you too. Here's the truth. If you are learning English and still feel lost, it's not your fault. The problem is not you. The problem is the method. You need a simple, real way to learn English step by step. A way that works in real life, not just in books or classrooms. And that's what I will show you today. In this video, I will explain how to really learn English not by doing more, but by doing the right things. Things that actually help you remember words, speak clearly, and feel more confident every single day. I'll guide you through a path that has worked for many students I've taught over the years. So, stay with me. Watch until the end, because I promise if you follow this path, you will feel a change in the way you learn English. You will stop feeling stuck. You will start feeling strong. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Why you're not improving and the real way to start. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I had a student named Rima. She loved English. She watched Hollywood movies almost every day. She listened to English podcasts while she cooked. She even followed English teachers on Instagram. After doing all of this for 2 years, she came to me and said, "Why can't I speak? Why do I feel like I'm not improving?" This is a common story. Maybe it's your story too. You watch, you listen, you even read things in English sometimes, but when it's time to speak or write, nothing happens. Or maybe something does happen, but you feel nervous. You don't know if your sentence is correct. You don't feel confident. And then you feel stuck. Now, let me explain something very important. Watching movies and listening to English is good. It's helpful, but it's not enough. Here's why. There are two ways your brain learns language: input and output. These are simple ideas. Input means the English you take in, like reading, listening, watching. This helps you grow your vocabulary and understand more. Output means the English you produce, like speaking and writing. This helps you use what you know. Most learners do a lot of input. They watch, they listen, but they don't do much output. They don't practice speaking or writing regularly. That's like trying to learn to swim by only watching YouTube videos about swimming. You might understand the theory, but the moment you jump in the water, you panic. That's what happens with English too. If you only watch and listen, you will understand more, but you will not be able to use the language. Here's another example. I had a student named Amir. He was very shy. He never spoke in class, but he watched English news every night. After 6 months, I asked him to write one paragraph about his day. It took him 40 minutes. He kept checking the dictionary, asking me, "Is this correct?" He knew the words, but he didn't know how to put them together. Why? Because he never practiced output. So, what can you do? You don't need to study for hours every day. You don't need expensive courses. You don't even need perfect grammar. You just need a small, simple habit. Start with 15 minutes a day. That's all. Yes, just 15 minutes. Do something from both sides, input and output. For example, 5 minutes. Read a short story or a news article, 5 minutes. Write one paragraph about your day, 5 minutes. Speak out loud or record yourself saying a few sentences. If you do this every day, your brain will start connecting the pieces. You will stop only understanding English. You will start using it. Another thing I tell my students, don't wait to be perfect. Many people say, I will start speaking when I learn more. But this is like saying, I will go to the gym when I become strong. No, you become strong by going to the gym, and you become fluent by using English, even when you make mistakes. Mistakes are not bad, they are part of learning. I've been teaching English for more than 25 years, and I can tell you this: the students who improve the fastest are not the smartest. They are the ones who practice a little every day and are not afraid to try. So if you feel stuck, it's not because you're bad at English. It's because you are not using the English you know. Today, you can change that. Here is a simple exercise you can start today. Look around you. Find 5 things in your room. Say the names in English. Say a sentence with each one. For example, this is my chair. My chair is black. I sit here every day. Then write those same 5 sentences in a notebook. This is a tiny step, but if you do it every day, it becomes a big change. Let me remind you, you don't need to do more. You need to do the right things. A little reading, a little writing, a little speaking, and a little listening, all working together. That's how you start, not just with watching, not just with listening, but by building all 4 skills little by little. In the next chapter, I'll show you how to build these 4 skills step by step and how each one helps the other. But first, I want you to remember this. You can learn English. You just need to stop learning about English and start using it even in small ways. Let's take the next step together. Keep watching. Chapter 2, The 4 Skills and How to Build Them Step by Step. Now, let's talk about something very important, the 4 English skills. If you want to speak English well, you can't just focus on one thing. Some learners only watch movies. Others only study grammar. Some speak a little but never write anything. That's like going to the gym and only training one arm. It's not enough. To really grow, you need to use all 4 skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Each one helps the other. And the good news? You don't have to spend hours every day. Just a few minutes for each skill can help a lot. Let's look at each one simply and step by step. Let's begin with listening. Listening is where many people start. You watch shows, listen to songs, hear people talking. That's good. Listening is input. It helps your brain hear how English sounds. It also teaches you sentence patterns, word stress, and pronunciation. But here's the trick. Don't just listen. Listen with attention. Listen with a goal. Here's how. Take a short video, maybe 1 or 2 minutes long. Watch it once, no subtitles. Try to understand the main idea. Then watch again with subtitles. Pause. Repeat the sentences out loud. Then watch it one last time again, no subtitles. This is called active listening. It trains your ear and your mouth at the same time. Now, let's talk about speaking. This is the skill most learners avoid, but it's the most important. If you don't speak, you can't communicate. Many learners say, but I don't have anyone to speak with. That's okay. You can start speaking with yourself. Yes, talk to yourself in English every day. I had a student named Asha. When she joined my class, she could only say 3 or 4 words. I am student. I like English. I go work. That's it. She was shy and afraid of making mistakes. So I gave her a simple task. Speak 1 full sentence every day. Just one, about anything. Say it out loud. Record it if possible. Listen back. One sentence became two, then five, then 10. After 6 months, she went for a job interview in English, and she got the job. Speaking is like a muscle. You have to use it to make it stronger. You don't need a perfect accent, you just need to start. Next is reading. Reading helps you in many ways. It builds your vocabulary. It teaches grammar naturally. It shows how sentences are built. But here's the key: read things you enjoy. Don't start with hard books. Start with children's stories, simple news, short blog posts, even English comics. If you read something you enjoy, you will remember more. I often tell my students, reading is food for your English brain. So here's a small daily plan. Read 10 minutes every day. Find something easy. If a page feels too hard, stop. Find something easier. Make it fun. Make it a habit. Now, finally, writing. Most beginners don't write. They think writing is only for students or exams, but writing helps you build your thinking in English. It helps you organize words. It shows you what you know and what you need to learn. You don't have to write essays. Start small. Here's an easy plan. Every morning, write 3 sentences about yesterday. Example: yesterday I went to the market. I bought some fruit. It was very hot. Simple, right? But powerful. Writing also helps with vocabulary. You write the words you already know, then you check them. Are they correct? Could you say it in a better way? This process is slow, but it's real learning. Let's talk quickly about vocabulary. Many learners try to memorize word lists. That doesn't work well. Instead, learn words in context. If you see a new word in a sentence, write the full sentence down. Read it again the next day. Say it out loud. For example, instead of just writing, delicious equals tasty, write, the soup was delicious. I want to eat it again. This is called context learning. Your brain remembers it better because it has meaning. So, how can you put all of this together? Here's a simple daily routine, just 20 minutes. Listening, 5 minutes. Watch a short video, repeat 2-3 sentences. Reading, 5 minutes. Read a short story or article. Writing, 5 minutes. Write 3 sentences about your day. Speaking, 5 minutes. Say your sentences out loud. Talk to yourself. That's it. Simple, easy, and powerful. If you do this every day, even for 1 week, you will feel a change. You will begin to think in English. You will feel more confident. And most importantly, you'll enjoy learning. The 4 skills are not separate. They are connected. When you read, you learn new words. Then you write them. Then you say them. Then you hear them in a video. Every small action helps the next one. So don't just study one part of English. Grow all the parts step by step. In the next chapter, we'll talk about how to build a real habit, a habit that works even when you're tired, busy, or not in the mood. But for now, remember, all 4 skills matter. You can start small, you can start today. Let's keep going. Chapter 3: Building Real Habits, even if you're busy or tired. Let me tell you something that many English learners never hear. Learning English is not only about grammar, vocabulary, or pronunciation. It's also about showing up. Not just once a week, not just when you feel good, but every day, even for a few minutes. The truth is, most learners start strong. They watch a video, they read a book, they download an app. For 1 week, they are excited. They feel good. But after that, they stop. They get tired, or they get busy, or they just lose motivation. Has that ever happened to you? If yes, then don't worry, it's very normal. You are not lazy, you are human. So, in this chapter, we'll talk about how to build real English habits, small ones that you can do even when you feel tired or don't have time. Because learning English is not about doing big things, it's about doing small things again and again. Let's start with a story. I had a student named Faisal. He worked at a hotel 12 hours a day. Very busy, very tired, but he wanted to learn English. He told me, I can't do lessons. I come home and I just want to sleep. So we made a plan. We started with one thing: listening. I told him, when you walk to work or clean your room, just put on English audio, a podcast, a video, anything simple. That's it. No notebook, no grammar, just listening. He did it every day, not because he had time, but because he built it into his daily life. After 2 months, he said, I don't know why, but I feel more comfortable with English. That's what happens when you build a habit, even a small one. Now, let me give you a simple idea: the 2-minute rule. This rule is easy. If a habit feels hard, just do it for 2 minutes. Can't study English today? No problem, just do 2 minutes. Read one short paragraph, write one sentence, speak one small thought in English, watch one short clip. That's all. Because when you start, something changes. After 2 minutes, you often keep going. And even if you don't, that's okay. You still practiced. You showed up. You kept the habit alive. And that's the goal: not perfection, but consistency. Let's talk about how to fit English into your busy life. You don't need extra time. Just use the time you already have. Here are some examples. When you unlock your phone, make your phone language English. When you cook dinner, talk to yourself in English. Now I am cutting onions. I am boiling water. When you walk to school or work, listen to a short English podcast. When you go to sleep, write 3 English sentences about your day. These small changes may feel simple, but they are powerful. You are not only learning English, you are living in English. And the brain learns better when language is part of your life, not just part of your study time. Now, let's talk about the hard days, the days when you feel tired or lazy. Everyone has those days. Even me. On those days, don't try to do a lot. Just keep your habit alive. Like watering a small plant, even if you don't see big changes today, it's growing. And remember, it's okay to rest. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to come back. Many students ask me, what if I miss one day? I say, then start again the next day. One missed day is nothing. But if you stop for a week or a month, then it's hard to come back. So always come back, even if you do a small thing. Here's something that helps: habit triggers. A trigger is something that reminds you to do your habit. For example, after I brush my teeth, I will listen to English for 5 minutes. After I eat breakfast, I will write one English sentence. Before I go to sleep, I will read one page of a story in English. When you connect your English practice to something you already do, it becomes easy. You don't need motivation. You just do it automatically. Let's review. To build real English habits, keep it small. Even 2 minutes is okay. Make it part of your daily life. Listen, read, or speak while doing other things. Use triggers. Link your habit to something you already do. Be kind to yourself. It's okay to miss a day. Just come back. So now I want you to ask yourself, what is one small thing I can do in English every day? When can I do it? How can I make it part of my life? Write it down, say it out loud, and start today. Because the best way to learn English is not by doing more, it's by doing a little every day. In the next chapter, we'll talk about the most difficult part for many learners speaking: how to build confidence, how to speak without fear, and how to improve even if you make mistakes. But before that, look at your day. Find one moment and make it English. Let's keep going. You're doing great. Chapter 4, Speaking with Confidence, Even If You Make Mistakes. This is the final chapter of our journey together. And now we are going to talk about the thing that most learners fear the most speaking. I've heard this sentence so many times. I understand English, but I can't speak. If you feel this way, you are not alone. Many learners feel the same. They can read English, they can understand movies, they can write a little, but when it's time to speak, nothing comes out. Why does this happen? It's not because you don't know English. It's not because you are bad at languages. It's because your brain is afraid. Afraid of being wrong. Afraid of making a mistake. Afraid of looking silly in front of other people. But here's the truth. Making mistakes is not the problem. Fear is. Let me tell you something important. Every single fluent English speaker, including me, made thousands of mistakes while learning. That's how we learned. Every time we used a wrong word, we learned the right one. Every time we said a strange sentence, we remembered it better the next time. So the goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to keep speaking even if you make mistakes. Let me tell you a funny story. I once had a student named Carlos. He lived alone and he didn't have anyone to speak English with. One day he told me, I started talking to my dog in English. I laughed, but I said, that's great. Every morning he would say things like, good morning, buddy, or let's go for a walk. At first he used short words, but slowly his sentences got longer. Today we're going to the park, or you're a good dog, but you need a bath. After 3 months, his speaking improved a lot. He told me, I'm not scared to speak anymore. If I can talk to my dog, I can talk to anyone. So, what can you learn from Carlos? Speak, even if you're alone, even if it feels silly. One simple way to practice is the mirror trick. Stand in front of a mirror. Look at yourself. Say a few sentences in English. Describe your day. Talk about your plans. Tell a story. It can be anything. This helps you in many ways. You hear your own voice in English. You learn to speak clearly and slowly. You start feeling more comfortable with your words. Try it for 2 minutes a day. No one is watching, just you and your reflection. Another great tool is your phone. Yes, your phone can be your language partner. Open your voice recorder. Say one sentence, then say another. Talk for 1 minute about something your lunch, your favorite movie, your day at work. Then listen back. Most learners don't like the sound of their own voice. That's okay. You don't have to like it. You just have to listen. Notice which words sound good. Notice which parts are hard to say. Over time, you'll speak more clearly and with more confidence. Let me give you another trick. Shadowing. Shadowing means listening to someone speak English and repeating exactly what they say at the same time. For example, find a short video or podcast, play one sentence, pause, say it out loud, trying to match the sound, rhythm, and tone. Repeat again and again. It's like singing with the music, but with spoken English. This helps your pronunciation, your rhythm, and your confidence. Now, let's talk about mistakes. You will make mistakes. Everyone does. But here's how to deal with them. Don't stop when you make a mistake. Just keep going. After you finish speaking, think about it. Ask yourself, what could I say better? If you're not sure, write your sentence down. Then look it up later. You don't have to correct everything in the moment. You can improve slowly, step by step. Remember, English is a tool for communication, not a test. People will not laugh at you for speaking. In fact, they will respect you for trying. Native speakers don't expect you to be perfect. They just want to understand you. And most of the time they do. So here's your plan for speaking with confidence. Talk to yourself daily while cooking, cleaning, walking. Use the mirror trick even for 2 minutes a day. Record your voice and listen back. Shadow short videos to practice natural speaking. Accept your mistakes and learn from them. You don't need a perfect accent. You don't need big words. You just need to open your mouth and speak. Even one sentence a day is progress, and the more you speak, the easier it becomes. Speaking is not the final step. It's part of the learning process. You don't wait to become fluent and then speak. You speak and then you become fluent. So go ahead, start today, even if it's one word. Even if it's with your cat, your mirror, or your phone, because every time you speak, you're building something strong, your confidence. And that's the real key to learning English. Now, before we end, I want to say one thing. You've come this far. You watched this video. You've learned how to read, listen, write, and speak better. You've learned how to build habits. And now you've learned how to speak without fear. You're not just learning English, you're becoming someone who uses English. And that's powerful. Let's finish with one final message. Bye. Now you know how to learn English the right way, step by step, in a way that really works. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need to study for hours. You just need to keep going, little by little, every day. Your progress comes from small actions, reading a page, speaking one sentence, writing a few words. It all adds up. If this video helped you, please give it a like. It really supports the channel. Write a comment below and tell me, what is your English goal? Do you want to speak confidently, travel, get a better job? I read every comment, and I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I make videos every week to help English learners just like you learners who want to build real skills, not just pass a test. Thank you for watching, and remember, English is not just a subject in school. It's a tool. It's your key to more opportunities, more people, and a bigger world. See you in the next video.